Hey, Mama. I am so excited for you that you are taking in how to get into shape as a mom. That you are thinking about this and you are trying already, but we are going to roll it all together. I am giving you my biggest mom hack, my biggest secret, my number one thing that totally changed the game for me, but also in how I train clients, and the one thing that really gives them consistent success. Okay? Even when you have no time, even when you have zero energy, even when the kids are all over you all the time. Okay? Because that's the reality of being a mom and we need to roll it all together. That's the only way that this works. So we're going to talk about chaining and I'm going to explain to you why it works and how you can do it. Okay? Because it is so simple. It is so simple. We just need to do it. So, why exercise? If you could do any one thing, we struggle between nutrition or exercise, okay? And those are the two biggest things. Sure. Why exercise? I'm not telling you to drop the whole nutrition piece. However, you can burn more calories than you can restrict in a day. And you can do it with efficient movement in short bursts of time, which you need as a mom. If you try to diet, okay, diet can be really, really stressful. And when you are stressed, your body physically and hormonally will hold on to that weight. So it will actually hold on to the fat pocket, okay? So when you exercise, it is a great stress relief. It is an energy builder. It will reduce your stress. So not only do you burn and shred the fat that you need in that time, and you tighten up all of those muscles because it's total body movement, but you are also reducing your stress, which helps you to get rid of the fat, to tell your body, okay, it's fine, you can move it. So you as a mom are moving all day, okay? And this is why 5 to 10 minutes is enough. So is 5 minutes a day enough of physical activity? No, obviously not. I'm not trying to kid you in that way. It is not. I get that. However, as a mom, are you only moving for 5 minutes when you really try to? No, you are carrying, you are lifting, you are up and down stairs, you are back and forth, you're walking to go get everything. You are doing a whole lot of physical movement throughout your day. Okay? And that's not even including like going out to play with your kids or having little dance parties or whatever throughout the day with them, where you are actually physically active and getting your heart rate up. You are moving all day long. So when I talk about chaining in exercise, we are also talking about using that 5 minutes to increase your metabolic rate. So what happens is when you tie in that exercise, I'm going to tell you how in a second, okay? When you tie that in and you really boost your metabolic rate for that 5 minutes, or even better, if you can get 10 minutes or two chunks of 5 minutes, you take that with you through the day. So you're carrying it with you. You are increasing your metabolic rate for the rest of the day, which takes all of the other movements that you are doing in your daily mom duties and makes them actually effective movements towards your same fitness journey, the same weight loss journey, okay? Because when we change it in, it works as a mom. Okay, so here's how you're going to do it. Step one, you are going to think of things that are consistent in your day. Okay? So am I talking about like a strict schedule? Absolutely not. Routines, those might fly out the door too, okay? I'm talking about just simple things, pieces of your day that are consistent, that you can look at and say, you know, that pretty much happens every day. I can pretty well count on it happening most days. I'm going to choose that, okay? So that could be like, I mean, maybe nap time, maybe not. That could be like nap time. It could be bath time, drop off of your kids. It could be pick up. It could be snack. It could be while dinner cooking. It could be any of those things. Okay? It could be anything. So let's just say you choose breakfast. Okay? As soon as that happens, step two. Okay? You choose that thing. And tomorrow, as soon as it happens, you go exercise. You know that it's coming, so you say, okay, as soon as I set that breakfast plate down, I'm going to get my 5 to 10 minutes. And then you do it. As soon as you set the breakfast plate down, you know it's coming, you go work out because your kids are occupied for that little bit of time. You're chaining it into their day. They see you doing it. Honestly, they get used to it. They know it's coming too, even as babies, and you go get it done. Okay? If you get 5 minutes, good. If you can get 10 minutes, even better. Okay? You push for that 10 minutes, but if your kids come and they interrupt you, you go deal with the interruption. You come back as you can. Okay? That ties into step 3. Okay? You see if it works. You ask yourself after, and I'm not talking about like a stressful, okay, I need to analyze this now. No, you don't need to stress yourself out over it. But you simply ask yourself, all right, that was pretty good, but the breakfast didn't last very long before you dropped everything on the floor. Maybe I'm not going to choose a mealtime. You need more supervision. Okay. Or then you say to yourself, well, maybe tomorrow I'm going to try bath time and see how that goes. So then as soon as they get in the bath, you're doing your exercise right outside the door or inside the bathroom or whatever works for you. Okay. Just as an example. So step 1, you think of a couple of things that are consistent. Step 2, as soon as that happens, you go get your exercise in. It becomes automatic. It is automatically chained into your day. You're tying it into your kid's day. You're chaining it into your routine. It's like flow. Okay? It flows into your day and it gets done because it becomes a habit and it's just in there as a mom. Okay? And then you analyze, did it work? Was it okay? Should I try it again? Should I try something else? Okay? And you just do it. You adjust as you go along. If it doesn't happen with the first thing that is consistent, like it's really not a big deal. You move on and you try it with the next consistent thing, okay? Because what I used to do, and this comes back to that stress part too, okay? The same as like diets being too stressful. If your workout routine or the pressure that you put on yourself is too stressful, you're also going to hormonally hold on to that weight and your body will not let it go because it thinks it needs it for safety, okay? Putting that in very, very basic terms. You need to feel less stressed so your workout routine cannot be stressful either. So, what I used to do when you hear like those trainers saying, it's only a half hour or like health coaches, well, schedule it like an appointment with yourself. Okay, yeah. So I scheduled like an appointment for myself and it's only a half hour and I convinced myself I'm going to go do it. And then I would get so frustrated because the baby has to poop or somebody needs a toy found and somebody else has dropped this and then they need yogurt and there's stuff everywhere and it just life happens. And as a mom, you know that happens. Those interruptions are going to come. If you want to say, oh no, this is my appointment by myself, like you are dreaming. It is not going to happen, right? So you need to say to yourself, it is part of my day. Exercise is not a chore. It is not something you need to schedule. It is not an appointment with yourself. It is not just a half hour. A half hour is a good chunk of time for a kid or a baby who needs to go do something independently. Okay? It is. Realistically, that's what it is. And you need a workout routine that's going to be realistic for you as a mom so that we take that motherhood world and we take that fitness world and we throw them together and they flow and they work and you hit your goals and you lose the weight and you fit into those jeans that you've been waiting for and you feel confident taking pictures with your kids. Okay? All of those things. This way, it goes together. It's not separate. It doesn't require something extra of you. It doesn't take extra time because you would already be giving them a bath. You wash them, you brush their teeth, you step just outside the door where you can still see them, and you bust out your 5 minutes of intense, like high intensity exercise that hits all different types of your body, all different parts of your body, different types of muscles, okay, and it gets your heart rate up. That's it. Like, it doesn't have to be more complicated than that. I don't know, we got all twisted and said it has to be complicated or it has to be hard. Weight loss can be way more simple. It can be easier. But you have to realize that and you have to chain it in. Okay? So I want you to give it a shot. Give it a shot. You're going to mark down mentally or as a note in your phone or on a post-it or a whiteboard or whatever. Mark down a few things, 2 or 3 things that you can pretty well count on happening over the next couple of days. Okay? Something that you think, oh, that pretty well happens every day. it's going to happen pretty much. You can kind of count on it. You're going to mark it down. 2 to 3 things. You can think of those, okay? And then be ready for whatever thing in there you choose to do first. As soon as that happens, you're going to go exercise. So today you're writing down a couple of things. Tomorrow you're going to break out the exercise, or if it hasn't already happened, you could do it today. Okay? So it becomes automatic. As soon as it happens tomorrow, go break out some exercise. If it works, awesome. Do it again the day after. If it doesn't quite work and you didn't really get 5 minutes or you didn't feel like it was automatic, honestly, give yourself some adjustment time. It's going to take next week to really feel like it's a habit and like it's part of your day and that it's flowing well. And it's going to take about a week to really see and feel the results, but you will. You will have more energy by doing it this way. You will burn more. You're going to see your weight drop. You're going to feel your clothes fitting better. You so deserve this. Okay? Stop putting it aside. Stop making it overcomplicated. Just do it as a mom. Okay? And then let me know how it's going. Feel free to hit me up with any questions. Ask questions. Share your struggles. Share your progress. I am always here. Okay? Don't forget that. If you're ever looking for moves, you have those too. Okay? I can give you those too. So that you make the most out of your time, right? Okay. So, give it a shot. Chain it in. Make it a flow. Do it in your routine. Whatever that means for you, you make it happen. Okay? And I'm always here for any questions. So, see you guys later.